Another week, another Nintendo eShop deals video. The Square Enix sale is still running and there is a fantastic array of titles available, and you know with Square they are likely going to be lengthy, so backlogs beware. I've tried to avoid adding too many of these, as most people know about them and they do tend to be quite pricey. But in the end it wasn't too big of a deal this week because there are some absolute bangers on sale. So let's get into it. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a spiritual successor to Castlevania, crafted by Koji Igarashi. You play as Miriam, delving into a massive demon-infested castle full of secrets, treasures and deadly foes. The game excels with tight combat, customizable abilities and expansive exploration. Every room contains hidden paths, lore or challenges that reward curiosity and mastery. It captures the essence of classic Metroidvanias while adding modern polish and depth. If you've been longing for an old school Castlevania experience with refined mechanics and endless exploration, Bloodstained delivers, and it's a must-own, especially at 75% off, coming in at just £8.74 or your regional equivalent. Well worth the 15 hours you can get out of the game. And on a side note, all of the DLC is also 75% off. This sale ends on October 6th. Feudal Alloy is a quirky, handcrafted Metroidvania with an inventive twist. Medieval robots powered by fish tanks. You play as Atu, a humble farmer bot who takes up sword and shield to become a knight in a world full of mechanical wonders. The game combines smooth 2D combat with free exploration filled with enemies, upgrades, hidden paths and clever secrets. It's a hand-drawn art style that evokes the feeling of an animated medieval manuscript, giving it the charm and personality rarely seen in indie titles. If you're looking for a unique, visually delightful experience that blends challenge, exploration and humour, Feudal Alloy is an absolute standout, and an even sweeter deal whilst on sale for just £1.34, a massive 90% off. And you can look to get well over 7 hours of gameplay out of this. Come on, that's a bargain. Feudal Alloy is on sale until September 29th. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a massive character-driven JRPG dubbed the spiritual successor to Suikoden. You can recruit over 100 heroes, each adding unique skills, personalities and depth to your sprawling adventure. The game features gorgeous 2D visuals, classic turn-based combat and a sweeping narrative that blends nostalgia with modern polish. Side quests, hidden characters and strategic party management give it incredible replay value. Every corner of its world feels rich with story and purpose, making it a true epic to explore. Initially, the game didn't review too well on the Switch due to numerous bugs and performance issues, but for the most part these have now been fixed and is a much more playable experience. If you're craving a grand JRPG with deep storytelling, tactical combat and hours of content, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a pretty impressive release, and it's worth grabbing at a 65% discount, costing you just £15.74. It's not the cheapest, but it does offer 40 odd hours of gameplay just for the main story alone, and you can easily double this trying to get all of the endings. Do bear in mind that this game has a pretty hefty 22 gig download. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is on sale until October 6th. Killer Frequency is a retro thriller set in the neon-lit 80s, where you step into the shoes of a late-night radio DJ. As the night unfolds, desperate callers reach out for help while a mysterious serial killer prowls the town, and every choice you make can mean life or death. The game expertly blends puzzle solving, branching dialogue, and tense decision making, all wrapped in a nostalgic VHS era atmosphere. The soundtrack, sound effects, period details make it feel like you've truly stepped into a horror movie radio drama. It's unique, fun, and best of all, cheap. If you enjoy interactive, choice-driven experiences with a unique twist, Killer Frequency keeps you on edge and deeply engaged. It's chillingly fun. Unfortunately, Killer Frequency is a UK only sale. It is currently 80% off at its lowest ever price of £4.19 and is on sale until October 21st. Next up is another gem from Square Enix. Collection of Mana is a retro treasure chest for JRPG fans, bringing together the first 3 classic entries of Square Enix's beloved Mana series. You get Final Fantasy Adventure, the action RPG that started it all, Secret of Mana, often hailed as one of the greatest 16-bit RPGs, and Trials of Mana, finally released in its original form outside of Japan. Each game offers its own blend of exploration, action, and heartfelt storytelling, all tied together by charming visuals and unforgettable music. The package preserves these classics with faithful ports while also adding modern conveniences like save states and quick access menus, making them easier to enjoy today. Whether you're reliving childhood memories or discovering these iconic adventures for the first time, Collection of Mana is a must-have piece of RPG history, and it's 60% off, costing just £13.99. You can't really argue with the 60 plus hours of gameplay on offer. This sale ends on October 2nd. I know, another roguelike, but it's hard not to include them at these prices. Moonlighter cleverly blends dungeon crawling with shopkeeping in a unique loop of adventure and strategy. By night, you explore dungeons, fight monsters, and collect loot. By day, you run your own shop, setting prices, managing the inventory, and upgrading gear. This dual gameplay keeps things fresh and engaging, rewarding both combat skill and business savvy. The charming pixel art, fluid animations, and quirky characters make the world inviting and fun to explore. Each day and dungeon run feels purposeful, building a satisfying rhythm that keeps you coming back. I've recently played the sequel and I really haven't been impressed, and it seems to miss a whole lot of the charm that makes this game so addictive. If you want a game that blends 2 genres seamlessly, Moonlighter is a standout pick, and an excellent deal while on sale for just £2.25, a massive 90% off. This sale runs until October 21st. Wavetail is a relaxing adventure where you surf and glide across waves in a flooded world. You will explore, meet quirky characters, and uncover a heartfelt story. The highlight of this game is the movement, fluid, stylish, and soothing, making traversal a joy on its own. Combined with its warm visuals, it feels cozy and adventurous all at once. The controls can be a little wonky at times, but it's nothing game-breaking, and overall, this is a fantastic game. When it launched, the only real issue was the entry price. I could never really justify paying full price, which was about £30 at the time. But if you want something that's relaxing and engaging, that you can complete in about 5 hours, then Wavetail is a hidden gem to grab whilst it's on sale, especially at just £3.74. That's 85% off. Madness. Wavetail is on sale until October 24th. Up next is Beat Cop, a pixel art adventure inspired by gritty 80s cop shows. You step into the worn shoes of Jack Kelly, a former detective turned street cop, juggling daily patrols, mob pressures, and personal dilemmas. The game blends time management, dialogue, and moral choices, offering multiple ways to survive and succeed. Will you follow the law, bend it, or play both sides to your advantage? Every decision carries weight, shaping how the story unfolds into a retro urban setting filled with atmosphere, humour, and tension. If you enjoy branching narratives with dark humour, strong character writing, and immersive cityscapes, Beat Cop is a stylish indie worth picking up, especially while on sale for a measly £1.34. Come on, that's 90% off for 8 hours of story mode. It's a great little experience, and it's just a 600 megabyte download. Abzu is a serene underwater adventure that feels like diving into a living work of art. You play as a lone diver exploring vast oceans filled with vibrant marine life, ancient ruins, and mysterious secrets waiting in the deep. Instead of combat or timers, the focus is on exploration and discovery. You will swim alongside schools of fish, uncover hidden passages, and gradually piece together a story told through the environment. The fluid controls, breathtaking visuals, and Austin Wintory's soaring soundtrack combine to create a meditative, almost dreamlike experience. If you enjoyed Journey or Flower, this delivers that same emotional, wordless storytelling, only this time underwater. Absu is short, beautiful, and unforgettable, and most importantly is just £3.74, 75% off for a truly beautiful game, and is on sale until October 6th. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is a heartfelt adventure that tells its story entirely through gameplay. You guide two brothers on a journey to find a cure for their ailing father, exploring a world filled with danger, wonder, and quiet beauty. The unique hook is its control scheme. You move each brother independently, one with the left stick, the other with the right. This creates clever puzzles and challenges, but more importantly, it makes the bond between them feel tangible, as cooperation is woven into every step. With its emotional storytelling, striking environments, and moving soundtrack, Brothers remains one of the most powerful indie experiences of the last decade. It's short, impactful, and unforgettable. It really is a great experience. It's a short but sweet 4-hour playthrough, but at its current price of £1.99 or your regional equivalent, an awesome 80% off, I implore you to pick this up right now at its lowest ever price. This sale ends on October 6th. Arise, a Simple Story Definitive Edition, is a moving, emotional journey told entirely without words. You play as a man reliving memories of his life after passing away, travelling through dreamlike landscapes that reflect moments of love, loss, and hope. The gameplay revolves around manipulating time itself. You will fast forward, rewind, and pause the world around you to solve puzzles and progress through each beautifully crafted chapter. The shifting seasons, vibrant colours, and sweeping vistas give every level a unique storybook feel. The Definitive Edition on Switch also adds extras like motion controls, photo mode, and enhanced performance, making this the best way to experience the game. If you're drawn to heartfelt artistic adventures like Journey, Grease, or Ori, Arise is a breathtaking experience that stays with you long after the credits, and is especially worth picking up on sale at its current 80% discount at just £3.59, an absolute bargain. This sale ends on October 21st. And just as an extra highlight before ending, the entire Resident Evil franchise is currently 50% off across the board, a perfect chance to dive into one of gaming's most iconic horror series. From atmospheric classic that started it all, to the tense survival action of Resident Evil 4, to the gothic chills of Resident Evil Village, albeit via cloud. There's something here for every kind of horror fan, whether you want slow burn tension, fast-paced combat, or just to fill in the gaps of your collection. This sale is an absolute steal. If you've ever been curious about the franchise or simply want to revisit some of the best horror games ever made, now's the time. At half price, it's hard to resist. And that's it for this week's roundup. Hopefully this helped you cut through the chaos and find something worth grabbing. There are plenty of deals up for grabs this week, all at varying prices, so there really is something for everyone. If you pick something up or I missed a hidden gem, drop it in the comments. I'm always down to hear what people are playing. And hey, if you found this useful, consider leaving a like. It really helps me see what content to make next. Thanks for watching this week's eShop Roundup. Stay cozy. I'll see you around.